Does life ever feel like, why is God doing this in my life? Why is this happening in my life? What's God trying to do here? Like when you go through things in your life and you're like, what's the point of this? Like you just don't know what God's doing. Why is he doing this? Well, John 13 verse 7, Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." God has a plan, of course. And at first we will not always understand what he's doing. God calls us to do things before we fully understand what's going on. We're meant to just trust him and understand that later we will understand, like, why is God doing this right now? And then later, when it all works out, you're just like, oh, wow, that actually built my faith, or whatever, Like, we don't understand what God's trying to do, but eventually we'll realize, like, how God just absolutely cooked through that situation or whatever. So, even when life doesn't make sense, just trust God, because everything he does is for a purpose. And even though you don't understand now, just trust God, and someday you will realize what God was doing.